What's up, everybody? It's Chris with a Brush of Knowledge. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to get rid of the winter blues. I know you must be thinking, I thought this guy talked about finance. And just hold on a second, I will get right to that. What you may be experiencing is seasonal affectiveness disorder, or S.A.D for short. A number of things can play a factor in S.A.D, but along with lack of sunlight, many of us are not in a great position financially because of the holiday expenditures. Whether it was Black Friday, Christmas, or even Boxing Day, the holidays can get really expensive. And now a lot of us owe a lot of money that we don't have to spend. And now a lot of people that had those obligations but didn't have the money now also have debt, along with the lack of sunlight and the already miserable weather. They have that extra on their plate. And now this joyful time of the year is feeling more depressing than it was before. So today I'm going to be sharing the steps that I took to get out of debt. Because 2 years ago, right at this time, I owed over $2,000. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to write down everything that you spent in the last couple of months, every single morning, and everything that you're going to spend in the next couple of weeks. You need to do this so that you hold yourself accountable and you know that what you spent and what you owe on each thing. Now, you're going to have to go through every single one of your credit cards and your credit statements and your bank accounts and figure out how much money you actually owe and how much money you have right now. So that 2 years ago, I overspent on gifts and I was doing things that wouldn't really bring me joy, like partying and stuff like that. And I ended up in the worst financial position that I've ever been in my entire life. By writing everything down, including everything that I'm spending money on, now I can start cutting down the small things that I don't actually need to spend that I can remove immediately. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below. So step number 2, stop spending money. This needs to be everything. If you work close to work, you could even cancel your car insurance to save that extra $300 a month for the next couple of months just to make sure that you have that to put into debt right away. This is only if you live close enough to work that you could actually walk, of course. I didn't personally do that because I needed my car for work, but I would have if I lived close enough to work to bike or walk, even through the snow, because I've done that before. You also need to make a lunch every single day and stop buying coffee when you're going to work or any other small things like that. The good thing that I find about writing down what you spent in the morning time is that it discourages you from spending money because you know that you're going to have to write it down every single time the next morning and think about it. This may sound crazy because you're already not in the greatest mood, and a lot of the time we want to make those impulse purchases when we're upset. But the way that I look at it is that those are things that give me a little bit of pleasure, but they don't give me true happiness. And I find that the best way to get yourself up from being in a down place is to do things that actually bring you happiness. And a lot of the time, it's not spending money that you don't have and you're going to worry about later. So, step number 3, you might need to get another job. If you've done step 1 and 2 and you still feel like it's not enough, then in my opinion, you might need to get another job. I know it's hard to get another job, especially how hectic life can be. But when I did this, I was holding myself accountable for the money that I spent, and I realized that I needed to work those 60 and 70-hour weeks just to be able to get out of that debt. Adding a couple of $100 every single week to your paycheck can make your debt go away surprisingly fast. So once you've done these things, then you can focus on the things that are truly not making you happy if you still feel sad over the winter time. My bonus tip, if you're on track and you want to get over the hump, sometimes what you lack is vitamins. Every year around this time, if I start getting upset, I'd start taking vitamin D pills because there's not enough sunlight and I'm covered head to toe with a jacket and winter clothing, so there's not a lot of sunlight. So thanks for sticking around. If you do these 3 steps, you'll kick the winter blues. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below and leave a comment if you have any questions.